see that data, you had to spend a little more money. Like, for example, they came up with a $9.99 with a 5 profiles, with a $29.99 with a 20 profiles, but then the influencer, you can see the influencer stuff for 29, but it only gave you their Quantcast and Compete, which are open APIs anyway, so they just pull the data. But for $89.99, so now you're getting into Scout Labs territory. You could get Facebook link analytics. Then you could get entire social graph of influencer, Clout, and Twitterlizer. So now they're putting Everett Peterson stuff and Clout's things, so they're pulling in all this other data for you. So it basically saves you work for how to do it yourself. But there's $89.99. And most of the functionality of a Radian or the others, you could say, sort of are there. But I do find some of these more expensive tools that are self-serve are still better when you really have to work on this stuff and the people you're working for are charging money for your analysis. And I don't know that this stuff really does cut it. But I mean, if you just don't have any money or you're going to spend any money, this isn't a bad way to go. Then the next one, well, I mean, basically that's it. There's more, but I figured I would ask some questions or answer questions. And my only summary is, the summary of what I wanted to say is that while the free and the low-cost package is a good way to go, you know, as your needs develop, you'll find that these tools may not cut it. But if you're just here and you want to do something free, yeah, why not? And then if your business starts to charge money, if there's money, in other words, if you're in a business where you're making money off of charging some services of people, and substantial amounts of money involved, you will not want to use these tools. You want to use something better. So if there's no money involved, use these tools. As soon as you start charging $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever pounds, dollars, these tools, I wouldn't use these tools. I would go out and buy more agency stuff because this stuff is exploratory. But when you start charging money and people ask you questions about what the data means, you know, if these guys aren't around to really answer your questions, you know, I mean, it's a $9.99. I mean, no, you know, the guy who owns it will answer your questions. But so when you're making money off your stuff, move up to these other guys, yeah, because this is not going to cut it. Free and low-cost tool. Also, Twitter monitoring seems to be a separate category. There's a lot of stuff that's Twitter-based, but you know, I mean, most Twitter stuff is free. So you could say Twitterlizer. There's like zillions of Twitter tools. There's ones I found that were really good for influencers, but I'm not talking on influencers today. That wasn't allowed to me, so I'm not going to be going. But there are some like Tweet Search and Follower Wonk that were really good. I got better results out of those things than I got out of Irradians and Assistivals to just find people who say, I'm a software developer. You know, try to listen to the conversation in a crowded room when you walk into a party and people, you know, basically are talking and you're hearing snippets of their conversation and you try to figure out what line of work they are or who they are. And I think this one's a software developer. You know, I think this person is a construction worker or whatever. I think this person is a beautician. It's a lot easier to actually go and read the Twitter profiles, believe it or not, and say, this person says they're a software developer. Chances are they are, you know, and they're ranked by number of followers. I found if I needed to find influencers, the easiest thing to do is go to Twitter. Because people actually generally said what they were. And so it's a lot easier to just go and say, I'm going to read your profile and figure out if you are a program. And then and you're located in the UK, which you can do with these tools, Follower, Wonk, and so what I'm saying is, in that sense, I found if I needed a quick and dirty influencer list, use Twitter. It worked, too. It was actually better because it was cleaner. It was more direct. Then Facebook and other social networks, you're not going to get that in the free tools, really. You're not going to get that in the paid ones either. Because a lot of them don't get into the only Facebook stuff they can generally get into are the fan page. And, you know, there are some public stuff that's appearing on Google now. But, you know, most of the deep richness of social networks aren't going to appear. Also, I found paradoxically some of the free ones were better for picking picking up stuff like Yelp and rating sites than the Radiant 6. You know, the Radiant 6 wasn't particularly good at picking up if you're a restaurant. And you care about what OpenTable and what Yelp and what some of these other things because you own an establishment. You want to know what, or you're a hotel. You want to know what people at TripAdvisor are saying about you. Do you think you're going to find that in a lot of these? No. Not the paid ones. You won't find it in either. You might actually end up finding it here in some cases. But I'm sure these guys will correct that. And then multi-language support is going to be missing on these free tools. So the Finnish guy, the Nordic guy, yeah, forget it. Forget it. You're not going to get that out of this. You know, so that's not for you. You know, I mean, this brief thing. Yeah.
But I'm not sure that I would get that from Radiant 6 either.
They say they can support those stuff. They say they can support. I've been working with Radiant for like
a lot of them say that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's not that much volume of data too. You know, like you look at this stuff and it's not that much that comes out of it when you say, I want to look at just finish. You know, I never really have to try it. I should sit down and try it sometime. But then again, most of the rating services hardly pick up anything. I used to work at Monster, and I used to look at Monster as it related to, say, the Nordic market versus the German market versus, you know, like you go in Norway and like there wasn't even a big enough panel data to pick up. They even stopped picking up, you know, Poland, you know, places like that. So.
But at the same time, you've got 3 vendors with Nordic founders in the room.
Yeah.
So if that's actually the need, you know, talk to someone who lives in that part of the world.
Well, I mean, it's true. There's probably some firms, there's opportunities for local firms probably to take that on, like in Norway or in Iceland or, you know, for people. I mean, in other words, there's where you start getting into the money now because you need to specialize because the other ones aren't really doing it. So you could actually, you know, you could, yeah. Anyone else want to?
This might be a no-brainer, but who are Radiant 6? Are they the market leader?
They are the market leader in the self-serve market, and I didn't cover that because basically, maybe I do cover it. Let me see, is it the last one? Yes, I do cover it. Radiant 6 started a little earlier. They have really good marketing. They had more people on the ground. They had a flashy interface, and most of the people who were seeing the product initially were people that were not that sophisticated marketing people. So when they saw all the nice widgets, they, oh wow, you know. And these guys were good, and they listened. So they're good in the marketing perspective. They are very good, and they also are smart, I found, in that they listen to me and to some other people and do stuff like do a deal with WebTrends to bring in web analytic data. So that, you know, they did a deal with Salesforce, and they're doing it with other, you know, CRMs, basically to say if I bring up a Salesforce record, and I can see what people in that record are saying, you know. It's not, it's social CRM is the big thing now. Now they're coming up with the engagement platform, which is their own CRM. Maybe Salesforce in the back end, well, I know. I don't really care. But the thing is that it fits the requirements of corporations that say, want to know what they're, how to engage people. They want to tag with people that are, say, feel one way so that they can use the community managers to change the perception that those people might have and then measure later and say, see, I took people that were hostile to my brand and I changed them. And see, these were the people, these were the accounts I tagged. And these are the ones that it changed to. So see, I'm doing something. I can bring that back to my brand and say I did something. And so that becomes really useful. So that's where Radiant 6 is going. So I think what's happening is Radiant 6 is evolving. And whatever their Radiant 6 is now, I think the viral heats and the Uber reviews are coming in and they're becoming that, you know. And so that data is commodity, basically. It's the analysis and interpretation that's of value. And Jeremiah Owen wrote a post about 2 months ago. I don't think it's totally encompassing, but he broke down the different levels of products like social CRM. But I think this applies to the basic tools here.